Dragon of Dojima is back. Again. Yakuza Kiwami is the newly released remake of the original Yakuza game. The Yakuza series has been a fan favorite in Japan since the PlayStation 2, but has previously struggled to gain traction in the United States. That changed with the early 2017 release of Yakuza 0, a brand new standalone prequel. Yakuza 0 was an open invitation to Western gamers, something they could bite into without feeling overwhelmed by the series' history. And it worked. Yakuza 0 is one of the best games released in 2017. It's a brilliant mix of compelling story and diverse gameplay that doesn't feel too stunted or foreign. Yakuza Kiwami is the pseudo-sequel to Yakuza 0. It retells the story of the first game in the updated Zero engine, blending both familiar nostalgia and mechanical improvements. And for Western fans, it does a great job of picking up where Zero left off. You play once again as Kazuma Kiryu, an ex-Yakuza that is perpetually involved in Yakuza affairs. He's a good-hearted badass with a stony grimace, who has earned the nickname the Dragon of Dojima for his ferocity and loyalty. He finds himself dead center in a Yakuza coup, with the line between ally and enemy heavily frayed. It's a story that is equal parts political thriller and personal drama, often placing characters in heart-wrenching dilemmas of morality versus tradition. Exploring his Tokyo neighborhood of Kamurocho feels like returning to your hometown after many years gone. Most of the same hangout spots are there, the overpacked corner store and swanky members-only bar. But there are differences too that are unexpectedly touching, like the Millennium Tower, a sparkling skyscraper that was built largely because of your actions in the previous game, and the cheap office building that you once ran a real estate empire from. That's the ironic comfort of Yakuza Kiwami. Even though it's heavily based on the first game, it feels much more like a continuation than a beginning. Maybe that's a testament to the prequel storytelling of Yakuza 0, or maybe it speaks to the accessibility of the series as a whole. Either way, Yakuza Kiwami excels at the primary job of a remake, making a classic gaming experience more enjoyable for a modern gamer. And there's plenty to enjoy in Yakuza Kiwami. The best thing about this game is the sheer variety of things that you can do. While there are story checkpoints with long scripted encounters and plot-heavy cutscenes, there is also plenty of room for exploring Kamurocho at your leisure. You can bowl a few frames, or practice your batting swing, or compete on the Pocket Racer circuit, or play a female wrestling trading card game with kids, or watch softcore pornography in an alleyway booth. There are plenty of things to do in Yakuza Kiwami, though some are admittedly more tasteful than others, but you certainly won't be starved for entertainment. In some ways, the Yakuza series is about being part of something larger. Most of the time that comes through in watching Kiryu struggle to maintain his deep sense of loyalty to his friends, his family, and his clan, often at his own expense. But it also means being a member of a community. Walking through Kamurocho, meeting all sorts of people, and helping them through their troubles, brings this deep sense of bonding with complete strangers. Every side quest is constructed to display the depth and complexity of being human. The female hostess owner, who isn't sure how to handle her rowdiest customers, or the corporate suit turned suicidal because of a missing briefcase. Where most games populate their spaces with forgettable or one-dimensional NPCs, Yakuza presents you with characters that have complex motivations, and who make difficult choices. And through that struggle, and the part you play in it, they become real. It no longer feels like the umpteenth sandbox game or a by-the-book crime brawler. Yakuza Kiwami becomes a compelling game about the people around Kiryu, from Yakuza Kingpin to common beggar, and how you fit within the bustling life of Kamurocho. If you're looking for a verdict more final than that, here it is. Yakuza Kiwami is a solid recommend. It rewards its players with a riveting story, and plenty of entertaining gameplay to back it up. Honestly, the only cons I can think of are that the combat depth wears thin before you reach the end of the game, and Yakuza 0 is a better entry point to the series. But that shouldn't stop you from eventually playing Yakuza Kiwami. If you take a chance on this very popular Japanese series that's making a fresh landing on Western shores, you won't be disappointed. Yakuza Kiwami is available now for the PlayStation 4 for the criminally low price of $30.